Like here, as I told you. Yeah. So remember, do not use the past simple as long as you speak about facts that already in the present. To say people like watching his comedy and funny videos. He even in his again, he even inspired people. I started now. Is this man dead? Is he dead? Nobody knows. Okay. So I
No,
think
look
no,
it.
he's not dead. So okay.
Look
So
it.
why he's inspired also in the past? Did he stop this kind of job? Did he stop that? Did he
No.
stop being so you can see he even inspires. He even inspires people to make their own YouTube videos or YouTube channels. Very good. So here he even inspires people to make their own videos. Yes, very good. And when again, here we have a full stop and we have and. This one is a small. And remember, I told you that last time. Remember to count your full stop. And this one is mashallah is very smart. Like I see every single mashallah full stop is very clear. But make sure that the every sentence starts with a capital letter. So you shouldn't say and small. Like when I first started watching, you're a big fan of started. Started one, started two, and started three. So in that case, you can say when I first watched. You don't have to say when I first started watching. You can say when I first watched him, when I watched him first, when I first watched him. Like keep your verbs carrying the sentence. You don't add to have like to add extra unnecessary verbs. So when I first watched him, comma, I enjoyed his videos. You see, this one is correct. So here, what should we do in order to improve this one? First of all, cut down on the usage of and, like and, you don't use it, you shouldn't use it a lot. And here, you shouldn't start a new sentence on a new line. And here, make sure to use the correct tense. As long as you speak about a fact in the present, there is no need to use the past simple. And make sure before days, we should use on. And do not use the word started a lot. Okay, honey? Don't use the word started a lot. There is no need to use it. You can say he, okay, use it once. Like here, you shouldn't say start being popular. He became popular. And this one, when I first watched him, you see? So you don't have to repeat the same word over and over again. And every time you find that you need to start a sentence with and, use in addition or further or besides or furthermore and so on. You see? Or moreover. You see? But otherwise, it's really good. It is amazing actually. Now I know that like we have other paragraphs, so let's start this one like here. And by the way, in order not to be unfair, there's one I forget about last time. Yes, this one and also this one. Oops, this one. I just this one. Like it will be unlucky if I can't find it now. Yes, this one here. So you know the difference between Riyadh and Alexandria? I don't
Yes.
like the one who loses want to feel sad because like she exerted efforts and she made that effort and she deserves like to comment on her one. So here, where is the mistake? Riyadh and Alexandria. Where are the mistakes here? Or where is the mistakes here? Where is the
Riyadh
mistake?
is not capitalized.
Excellent. Riyadh should be capitalized. You know what, honey? Even if it is not a proper noun, it should be capitalized because this is the first word of a title. In
This is the
English
title.
title, yeah, put in your mind in any English title, the first word and the last word must be capitalized. You see, any word, even a preposition, even a conjunction, if you start a title with a preposition, the first word and the last word of any title should be capitalized regardless of their part of speech. يعني أول كلمة وآخر كلمة في العنوان أيا كان نوعهم حرف جر أو conjunction رابط أو اسم أو فعل أو ضمير أو صفة لازم يكونوا حرف كبير. فكلمة رياض بغض النظر كمان ان هي بروبر ناون يعني اسم علم لازم يكون كابيتال. هو اصلا تايتل يعني حتى اول كلمه في العنوان لازم تكون كابيتال. So now let's continue. Riyadh is always hot to the point that the temperature can reach 50 degrees. But Alex is cool where while in the real hot days the temperature can be 20 degrees. Where are the mistakes here? Your handwriting is mashallah amazing. It seems that you're smart.
There
But
is
there are
no
some
comma
mistakes.
between cool and
Like you
wild.
always, I just like to do something like here, you always focus on the grammar mistakes, like, punctuation, using comma, the wrong tense, and so on. But here we had a serious problem. Forget about grammar now. Forget about diction now. Forget about the word choices now. I'm speaking about, like, what is a topic sentence? Is it a topic sentence?
No,
No. Why not?
because it's talking about. It's not talking about it.
No,
about the topic.
it does talk about Riyadh and Alexandria, but why it is not a
I
topic
talk
sentence?
about a specific thing, not
Excellent,
the
excellent.
whole
Yes,
topic.
very good. If you remember last time, honey, when we spoke about topic sentence, the topic sentence should be the same as the umbrella. It covers everything. Like this one, you shouldn't start your paragraph with a detail. This is a detail. You compared between them, like, or contrast, like you spoke about the weather of each of them. So here, it is not a good example of a topic sentence. يعني لما ببدأ فقرة لازم اتفقنا نبدأها بتوبيك سنتنس. يعني ايه توبيك سنتنس؟ جملة عامة تشمل كل الموضوع. يعني أنا من قبل ما أقرأ بقية الباقي أعرف إن الفقرة دي هتتكلم عن المقارنة بين مدينتين الرياض والإكسندرية. فما أبدأ أول جملة أقول إن الرياض دايما حر لدرجة إن ممكن توصل لدرجة حرارة 50، ده تفاصيل. يعني معنى كده اللي هيقرا دي هيتخيل ان احنا نتكلم بقى عن تفاصيل درجه الحراره بتاعه الرياض، ويبقى الموضوع كله فقط عن الويذر بتاع الرياض and الكسندريه. وحتى دي لو احنا قلنا ان فرضا هيتخيل من الموضوع ده مش هيبقى برضه the good choice of a topic sentence. So دايما لما ابدا اكتب اتفقنا اول حاجه اعرفها what's my main point، what is the main point، what's the main point، ايه الفكره اللي هتكلم عنها، ودي احطها كده جمله عامه، بعد كده اكمل في تفاصيل. فممكن هنا زي ما اتفقنا المره اللي فاتت، فهنا it is not a good example of a topic sentence. So Riyadh is always hot to the point that the temperature can reach 50 degrees. Like your style is really good, especially in spoken, but Alex is cool. You mean that like it's good? You mean cool here means good. Where even, you said that even in real hot days, this one there is a common mistake. What is the mistake here? Real hot days. Where are the mistakes here? Where is the mistake here? Quickly. Real hot days. This, by the way, about 99% of students always make such mistakes.
I think teacher should remove the real. It's not essential here.
No, honey, she would like to say really hot days. It means like even during the very hot days, the temperature didn't like exceed that one. So like she added the word real here in order to emphasize the meaning that not only hot, but even very hot days. You see that, Niveen? Niveen, you have a question, honey?
Yes. Why? What about the in? Shall we change it to on the real hot days?
You know, like this one, no, just see like in that days, you know, all the good days. Like here we don't speak about a specific day. I mean like on a specific date. We speak about in general. It could be months even, like it means in summer. You see? But the point here is the real mistake here, the really hot days, not real hot days. Why? Because the word really refers to describe the word hot, and the word hot describes the word days. And here we should add comma. The temperature can be 20 degrees. Alex is a coastal city. Here we have a spelling mistake. Coastal, C-O-A-S-T-A-L, but Riyadh should be capitalized, is a trivial city. What do you mean by trivial city? Like here, the choice of words is not correct here. You know, like trivial here is not correct because tribe, it comes from the word tribe. So you can say coastal, it's okay, it's near the coast because it is on the Mediterranean Sea. But this one, trivial, I can say it's a desert city or it's a dry city. So Alex has a lot of
Underwater.
This is underwater. I don't think this is underwater. Muslim foreigners, non-Muslim.
Muslim foreigners.
Foreigner. No, honey. In English, when you have G and N in the same syllable, G is silent. So always remember foreigners. F-O-R-E. You know, G. This is
I think
F-O-R-E.
I-G.
Yeah. So here we have G is silent here, and here is spelling mistake here. But this one you can say un-Muslim. We shouldn't say un-Muslim. Say non-Muslims. So you can say Alex has a lot of non-Muslims. You don't have to say foreigners. You see, because foreigner means what? People who, like, for example, like non-Saudis who live in Saudi Arabia are foreigners. But if you speak about non-Muslims who live in Egypt and they were born in Egypt, they are Egyptians. So the word foreigners here, the choice of the word foreigner here is not correct. So you can say here, like Alex has a lot of non-Muslims, but Riyadh also should be capitalized. Yes, non-Muslims. Riyadh has, but Riyadh, all the foreigners, not all the foreigners are Muslims. You mean that all the foreigners, I don't know this word, it is not that clear, but you'd like to say that in Alexandria there are a lot of non-Muslims, but in Riyadh all foreigners are Muslims. Do you mean that? But even this one is not accurate because even in Riyadh there are a lot of people who, you know, who are not Muslims. They're foreigners but not Muslims. Yeah, they're not Saudis, but not Muslims. Non-Muslim. Riyadh should be capitalized. And here we have to have the verb, but Riyadh has, but you can say all the foreigners in Riyadh are Muslims, which is not true. I mean, factually speaking, Riyadh should be capitalized.
What is foreigners?
foreigners, like what's from? Where are you from?
I am from Egypt.
And where do you live?
Jeddah.
Yeah, so you're a foreigner.
I understand
foreigner.
this.
You understand this one? So foreigner
Yes.
means what? People who live in a different country. They're not living in their native country, so we call them foreigners. So here's the choice of the word foreigners here is not true. Why? Because like a lot of, yeah, it's true that Alexandria, there are some Egyptians who are not Muslim. So the word foreigners here are wrong. And also this one, Riyadh has a lot, or you can say all foreigners in Riyadh, not all foreigners of Riyadh in Riyadh are Muslims. Riyadh is so clean and perfect, but you know, so clean and perfect. You can say very clean and perfect here. Okay, like yeah, and this is the only one that I have here. Okay, so now let's continue. Here we have, let's move on. I don't like you. I'm really sorry if I can't finish it all, but just inshallah, we're going to, next week, inshallah, we're going to have also another class. We're going to continue all of them. So I admire, let's start this one about also famous person. So again, we're going to have it word, like sentence one by one. And I'd like to tell me if you find any mistakes. So I admire many people. Yes, concerning this word, the word many, especially in British English, some people believe that we shouldn't use many in positive sentences, like the word any.
We should put a lot.
Yes,
because
very
many
good. A lot
sometimes
of,
put in negative sentence.
excellent. You know, like especially I'm not speaking about the
Like
American
no
English.
one.
Yeah, I'm not speaking about the American English. I speak about the British English. In the British English, the word many, like the word any, should be used in negative and questions only. Like, you know, I didn't have many friends. Or have you had, like, you know, have you had many friends? And they said, if you like to use the word many in positive sentence, in that case, you can say so many. I admire so many people. Or you can say too many. You can say a lot of. It's better to say a lot of. So why it's better to say a lot of? A lot of. There are 3 words here. You know, not only one word. In case you like to count, to lengthen your writing or your essay, you can use the word a lot of. So I admire so many people, but the most person that I admire is Muhammad Salah. I think most of you, especially the boys here, like love this idea. It's better to say, but the person I admire, but the person I admire the most is, you see, instead of saying the most person I admire, you can say the person I admire the most is Muhammad Salah, the Egyptian footballer. If I said Muhammad Salah, who's Muhammad Salah?
Person.
Yeah,
He's
for
famous
sure.
in football.
famous.
Yeah, very good. Muhammad Salah is a person for sure, honey. He's a person. I'm not just arguing about this point. But I say Muhammad Salah anywhere, especially in England. He is famous or not famous?
Yes, if a famous person in,
Yes. So
in
here,
football,
so the Egyptian footballer here, is it important or not important or unimportant?
not important.
So if it is not important, in that case, you have to say comma. You have to insert comma before it. Why? Because it is not important. If you say Muhammad Salah, almost everyone knows who Muhammad Salah is. So in that case, the Egyptian footballer, this phrase is not important. It's not essential, because even if you removed it, people still know Muhammad Salah. Okay, so in that case, whenever you have any phrase which is not important, you should add comma before it and comma before it, after it, if it comes inside the sentence. If it comes at the end of the sentence, in that case, you can just add comma before it and full stop after it. Salah started his career in Al Muqawwalun Club. Again, what is the mistake here? You know, we spoke about it today, if you focus. Do you remember?
We should the place
So the word club should be small or
should
capital?
be capitalized.
Yes, why?
Because it is specific.
Excellent. Because I don't speak about any club, I speak about Al Muqawwalun Club. This is the name. Every day, very good. This here we have 2 words, very good. He goes to his club, and here you don't have to capitalize it because it's already club. You know, it's a common noun. By train and improves himself. Okay, and improves himself. And after a while, so what happened here? Like this one, like we should add here what?
Comma.
Full stop. Because the sentence is
Or full
like
stop.
here, so,
Yes.
yeah, full stop. You don't have to add anything. It's every day he goes to his club by train and improves himself. Here we have a serious mistake. It is
After
not in
should
grammar.
be capitalized, and it should be a space between a and while.
No, yeah,
and
very good. Like
as well.
so what's your name?
Answer.
Asir, just wait, honey. I'm just speaking about
Okay.
this sentence. You see? Yeah, very good. I know that your answers are correct. Very good. And here we have this one. But like here, like we speak about Al Muqawlun Club. Now, Muhammad Salah is playing for Al Muqawlun Club.
No.
No. So this sentence, every day he goes to his club by train and improves himself. What kind of club? This club or the club that he's going, like, he's playing for right now?
No, the club is he's playing.
So we
This
should have
club.
here, yeah,
He
what
means
club?
not this club.
Yeah, but this one, like here, every day, like here, we need a transition. We need a transition. Like here, say every day he goes to his club. What kind of club and which club? Like he said, he started his like career in a Muqawlun Al Arab club, and then you can say, and then he became famous, and he traveled to England, and he joined a different club, and then you can say that every day he goes to his club, because like if a native speaker read this one, he would or she would think immediately that Al Muqawlun club is the same club that he goes to every day, and he plays for Al Muqawlun club till now. You see my point? You see my point? Because here
Yes.
we have the word club here, and it refers to Al Muqawlun
Yes.
club. And here we have club here. So logically speaking, it refers to this club, the same club that you spoke about, which is Al Muqawlun club. And this is not true. So here we need here a transition. Like you see what happened from then. Like first you can say, although he started playing for Al Muqawlun club, he traveled to England and he started playing for a different club, and he said his name, and then you can continue. You see my point? So every day he goes to a club by train and improves himself. This one is good, but it is not too good. Why? Because here we have two ideas. Both of them are not important, like, are not equally important. He goes to a club every day. This is a simple routine. He improves himself. This is not a routine. This is what? A characteristic, like, something referring to his personal characteristics, not everyday routine. So I mean, when you think about it, he goes to his club by train and improves himself. And it doesn't sound correct. You see? So you can say he goes to his train every day he goes to his club every day by train and has breakfast with his friend. Okay, like everyday routine. But just he improves himself. Like this one needs to be a new idea. So here, after a while, after should be capitalized, as Asir mentioned, after a while, and here we have to have space. Again, we have this mistake. Club should be capitalized because it's a name. And in Switzerland. And then what should we add here? Like here we had after a while, okay, and then we have the club as a subject. Okay, this is the club, this is the subject. Okay, in Switzerland, here we have the prepositional phrase like Salah's way in playing or of playing, and joins the club. Who joins the club?
Salah.
Yeah, so this sentence means the club. This is the subject. Remember, this is the subject. Okay, and here we have the verb. The first verb, liked. Okay, and the second verb, joined. So who joins the club then?
Muhammad Salah.
The club itself, as if the club joins the club. Does it make sense?
No.
No. So in that case, you can say he liked Salah's way in playing and asked him to join the club. But here, like join the club, when you read it like this club, join the club. So you can say and asked Salah, or to join their club, or their club, yeah, or the club. Don't say without there. His performances attracted Premier League clubs. Like, yeah, I told you last time, in writing, it's better not to use like. In writing, you shouldn't use like. Why? Because it's spoken more than written. So what should we add? Such as. And remember, please remember this one mistake, because I saw it a lot. Don't add this. This is a total mistake. This is a total totally wrong. In English, remember this without even thinking twice. In English, I know it's super common, and I know that a lot of people use it, but it doesn't mean it's correct. Remember, in English, we don't add such as or including with colon. We don't, because you say such as, it's enough. It's enough. We shouldn't add colon here. So such as, Chelsea, which make. So here we have Chelsea, which makes Chelsea. So Chelsea, which make or which makes. Like here, this sentence here needs to be rephrased. This sentence, like here we have the full stop here. Like here, actually, this sentence, all of it needs to be rephrased. Why? Because it is super long and it has some mistakes. So just, I just yeah. So let's start on man. His performances attracted Premier League clubs such as Chelsea. And here, you can say which makes, that. We don't have to say which make. Which signed for him for fee of 11 million pounds. No, we shouldn't say pound sterling, can say sterling pounds. You see here, 11 million sterling pounds. Why? Because in English, we use the adjective before the noun, not after the noun. You see? signed with him, not for him. You can say signed a contract with him, you know, for, you can say, don't say fee, you can say for, you can say, no, 4 million. But like usually speaking, you should, comma should be here. Yeah, but his play time there was short. This is the reason which, you know, like always remember, this one is always wrong. In English, this one is always wrong. Didn't say this is the reason which, like, you know, you can say because, like, you know, this is wordy or redundant. You can remove it. You can say because. That's like so, you know, so, or as consequently or subsequently or thus he left the club. You see? So here's this one. Instead of saying that, you know, but his playtime there was short, remove all of it. You can cite so. That's it. He left the club. That's it. You understand that?
Yeah.
So do not think in Arabic. When you write English, do not think in Arabic. After what? You shouldn't say after only, because after here is used as what? A linker, like after. So in that case, if you use it like after that way, you shouldn't add come after it. After he went to Rome. You see? But here you mean after that. After that, he went to Rome, and Roma club. Is there a Roma club? This is a name of a club or a club in Roma?
No, Roma is a club.
This is the name of
Roma is a club. Roma is a club.
Yeah.
Allah, it's the first time. I know. I have nothing to do with, like, you know, football at all.
No
It's good to
problem.
know Muhammad Salah, you know. Because he went to Roma club and sparkled there because of his amazing performance, which made, you know, you love which made. You love which make. You shouldn't. You know, like in English, we say like sentence redundance, which is, which are, that is, that are, like should be deleted. So amazing performance, which made Liverpool club. Again, this is mashallah. Like Liverpool club wanted to sign with him, sign a contract with him, you know, sign, like you wanted to like, you know, to enroll him with them, or just, you know, to take it to let, like wanted him to be in their enrolled in their team or in its team. So in his second spell, I know that spell has different meaning. You can say era. It's spell. It's like, I mean, like spell has different meaning, and I know it means era, or it means period. It means time. It means epoch. In Premier League, Salah. But I mean, like here it's better to use a different word. Salah played as a right wing and scored 32 goals in 36 league matches or games. Also, he won the Golden Boot for the Premier League and won. Why should you use one? Like, you know, you can say, you can remove it. And the Champions League season, you don't have to say season. You can say, you know, league in, you know. And Salah, I know that you can say season in speaking, but just, you know, season 2011 and 2019, like you can say in 20, or like in the season of 2018 and 2019. So Salah has a great career and makes a brilliant history for himself, which makes a lot of people learn from him many things. Like, so Salah has a great career and makes a brilliant history for himself. I love this sentence. Again, which makes, like, if you can say making, or a lot of people learn from him many things. Just, you know, you can say even teaching a lot of people many things. Teaching a lot of people many things. So many things. Like, no, you shouldn't say like, you can say such as. You see here, to have persistence in their goals. Remove this one, it's not important. And even such as persistence. That's it. So you can say Salah has a great career and makes a brilliant history for himself. Teaching a lot of people, you can say even this one, and you can say here, and you can say teaching a lot of people so many things such as persistence. And even you can just start a new sentence saying that not only this, but also you can say not only, like Salah is not only has a great career and makes a brilliant history for himself, but also, you know, teaches a lot of people so many things. So you can say Salah not only has a great career, but you can say but also teaches a lot of people so many things such as persistence. In that way, you're going to have higher marks. Very good. Like yeah, and this one should be capitalized because, like, if is it a title, the Champion Leagues, Dawr al-Abtal, is it a title? Champion
The
League.
name. It's the name of.
Yeah, it is not a title. Like, I mean, like, I think it should be capitalized because even this is the name of the league. Yeah, so it should be
It's the name.
capitalized. Yeah, so here I just like to know two things. Number one, do not think in Arabic. Why? When you think in Arabic you make a lot of redundancy. يعني ايه redundancy؟ يعني كلمات ملهاش لازمه باللغه الانجليزيه. بمعنى في اللغه العربيه انا ممكن اقول تقدم للامام. في الانجليش ما اقدرش اقول advance forward. ليه؟ لان ما ينفعش اقول advance backward، ما حدش بيتقدم للخلف. في اللغه العربيه ممكن اقول اعد مره اخرى. في اللغه الانجليزيه ما ينفعش اقول repeat again. Why? لان لو قلت لك repeat اكيد again. You see this one? So in Arabic we have certain phrases which makes it okay in Arabic. Such phrases are okay in Arabic, but in English they're not okay. You see this one? So here we have as I told you, we shouldn't think in Arabic. For example, it can say عريض المنكبين، ضخم الجثة. You see أبيض اللون. في الإنجليش لا، ما ينفعش أقول white in color. ده redundancy أو word. يعني حتى في السات كتير في كلمات في السات على طول سهلة. يعني إيه سهلة؟ ما ينفعش أحط كلمات كتير ملهاش لازمة. لو أنا قلت his white خلاص مش محتاجة أقول his white in color، لأن قلت هو أبيض أكيد هو أبيض اللون، مش معقول يعني يبقى أبيض الحجم. ما ينفعش أقول his ضخم الجثة، ما ينفعش أقول his huge in size، لأن لو قلت huge أكيد in size. You see? So as a piece of advice, do not think in Arabic. ليه؟ لأن some phrases in Arabic as I told you are okay and it makes sense, we use them a lot. You know? In English no. يعني مثلا في الإنجليش ما ينفعش أقول the honest truth. يعني إيه honest truth؟ هو فيها حقيقة كاذبة؟ ما ينفعش أقول return back. ما أنا لو قلت return أكيد back، مش محتاجة أقول return back. ما ينفعش أقول huge in size or two in number. يعني عايزة أقول 2، مش محتاجة أقول 2 in number. ما ينفعش أقول annually and every year at the same time. مش محتاجة أقول persistence in their goals. لو أنا قلت persistence هنا خلاص معناها المثابرة. يبقى أنا كده أحذف كل الكلمات ملهاش لازمة وأحط رابط بحيث إن الجملة عندي تكون coherent ويكون الفكرة مرتبطة ببعضها. يبقى هو مش بس بينفع نفسه he has a great career and makes a brilliant history for himself but also teaches people. ولو لاحظتوا هنا هتلاقوا not only جه وراها verb has but also كمان جه وراها verb teaches. You see? Now let's move on. Yes, this one. هنا عشان محدش يزعل أنا جبتها من هنا. Yes, this one. This one is really small. Yeah, so my best famous person is, you can say my most favorite. راحت فين؟ Yeah, my most favorite. You can say my best famous person. You can say my most favorite famous person or celebrity is Magdi Yaqub. He's a professor of heart surgery. This one is a common mistake, and to tell you the truth, even teachers make such a mistake. For example, like here we have a professor. It's what? What is a professor? Professor is what? Professor هنا إيه؟ مش ديت وظيفة؟
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you speak about your job or anyone's else job, in that case you have to add a or an before it. بمعنى ما ينفعش أقول I am teacher. ما ينفعش أقول I am English teacher. لازم أقولها I am an English teacher or I am a teacher. ما ينفعش أقول I am a student. لازم أقولها I am a student. ما ينفعش أقول he's doctor. I have to say he's a doctor. ما ينفعش أقول she's engineer. She's an engineer. نفس الحكاية هنا. He is a professor of heart surgery. ممكن نقولها cardiology or just cardio surgery لو أنا عايزة أكتبها بس أوكي هنعديها مش وحشة. He was born in 1935. He got a lot of prizes. Yes, you see this one? What is the mistake here? What is the mistake here? As. What do you see after as? Yeah, colon. Remember ده أول حاجة المدرسين بياخدوا بالهم منها. as و such as ما بحطش بعديها colon والله. مش بحط بعديها colon في الفورمال writing. أنا ممكن أقول مثلا as follows وأحط بعديها 2 colon صح. أقول the following ones وأحط بعديها 2 colon صح. لكن such as أو including اكتبوها please اعرفوها ما بحطش بعديها colon. هنا بقى المشكلة هنا اللي كتبنا الباراجراف استخدم جوجل ترانزليشن برضو. يعني مثلا قلادة النهر مش اسمهاش the great Nile necklace. ما اسمهاش كده. وبريتنز برايد مش موجودة. لو دخلنا على جوجل مجدي يعقوب ودخلنا على الجوائز اللي خدها هنلاقي اوردر اوف نايل. مش هنلاقي اسماء الجوائز دي موجودة اصلا. فالاجنبي او حد اجنبي ما يقراها ما نترجمش بالعربي. هو انا عجبني يعني مثلا جريت كابيتال ونايل كابيتال ونيكلس مش كابيتال ليه؟ بما ان هي اصلا اسمها بس اصلا مش حاجة اسمها جريت نايل نيكلس. قلادة النيل يعني دخلت حتى عشان اتاكد لقيتها اوردر اوف نايل. ما لقيتش حاجة اسمها نفس المسميات دي. يبقى بريتن برايد in 2007 and Great Nile necklace دي مش موجودة. بس هنا عاجبني الاستراكشر حلو. يعني ان جت مع السنة صح وعندنا اسماء كابيتالايزد صح ما فيش مشكلة. المفروض تكون كابيتالايزد وهي نيل بس المسميات نفسها غلط. عشان كده اتفقنا لو انا هكتب مسمى terminology بلاش انا الفه. انا ممكن ادور عليه عشان اكتبه صح. In 2001 he retired from doing surgery. أنا مش محتاجة أقول نفس الكلام اللي كنا بنقول عليه redundancy. مش محتاجة أعيد. ما ينفعش أقول تقاعد عن العمل أو تقاعد أو خلاص لو قلت he retired معروف he retired عن إيه. he retired خلاص he retired معناها خلاص he didn't work anymore as a surgeon or he didn't work as a surgeon anymore. You see, but here I think he will learn a lot of people. هنا أنا بس كنت عايزة أعلق على ده عشان الجملة دي. I think هنا طبعا but لازم أحط قبلها comma because we use it to join two complete thoughts. I think he will learn. عايزاكم تعرفوا فرق ما بين حاجات معينة. هو علم ولا اتعلم؟ نجيب مجدي يعقوب، هل هو علم ناس ولا اتعلم ناس؟ He teaches people or who learn people?
teaches people.
He teaches people.
You عندنا you and others. يعني مثلا أنا عندي كان معايا طالبة عسل جدا جدا والله يعني I like her so much. كتبت مثلا عايزة تقول الأم بتطعم أطفالها، فقالت mothers. أنا عمري ما أنسى الجملة دي. mothers eat her children. What does it mean eat her children؟ يعني بتاكلهم صح؟ لو قلت mothers eat their children معناها الأمهات تأكلهم yummy you know her children their children. لكن عايزة أقول تطعم لا بقول feed. تمام. أنا عايزة أشوف فأقول مثلا see أنا شايفة لو قلت I see you أنا شايفاك صح أو أنا شايفاكي. لكن عايزة أقول أنا عايزاكي تشوفي ما أقدرش أقول I see you. عايزة أقول أوريكي أقولها show. I'd like to show you to make you see. يبقى eat I am the one who eat. لكن feed I'm making someone else eat. I see I'm the one who see. But show I make someone else see. What else? Like also let's say learn we teach. learn أنا اللي بتعلم you know أنا اللي بتعلم. I'd like to learn English. I'd like to learn cooking. I'd like to learn French. I'd like to learn. I'd like to gain knowledge. I'd like to improve my experience. I'd like to experience like you know to know more. أنا اللي بتعلم. لكن عايزة أعلم حد تاني ما ينفعش أقول I'd like to learn him. لو قلت I'd like to learn him بقت معناها
I like to teach him.
excellent yes very good. يعني أحمد عملها صح لما قال making or teaching a lot of people or making a lot of people learn صح. to make a lot of people learn from him صح. لكن ما ينفعش أقول I'd like to learn them لا. I'd like to teach them. عندنا كلمات زي كده كتير يعني عندنا eat وfeed وsee وshow وlearn وteach وعندنا imply وinfer. عندنا كتير عندنا كلمات زي لاحظتوا هتلاقي عندنا فعلا كلمات كتير. see عندنا برضو imply دي مهمة في السات وكتير. imply يعني أنا بلمح أنا اللي بلمح. لكن infer معناها أفهم التلميح يعني أنا اللي بفهم إن لما حد يلمح أنا بفهم you know فدي infer دي معناها يلمح ودي معناها يستنتج. ما ينفعش أقول I'd like to infer that. infer دي معناها أنا اللي بستنتج مش أنا اللي بلمح. أوكي so let's move on. نكمل هنا بس النقطة دي لأن النقطة أنا عارفة إن إحنا running out of time بس I just like to quote this one. So I think he will learn a lot of people. I think he taught وبعدين الأحسن أقولها I think he has taught a lot of people. ليه؟ لأنه علم وما زال بيعلم وفي المستقبل إن شاء الله هيعلم ناس كتير. فلو قلت he will learn معناه إنه ما علمش حد ولسه في المستقبل هيعلم. فأنا كده كسرت خبرته في التعليم الناس على المستقبل بس. فالأحسن أقولها I think he has taught الماضي بتاع teach. مش حاجة اسمها teach it by the way. So I think he has taught a lot of people. علمهم ايه طيب؟ الأفضل هنا أقول هيعلمهم ايه؟ علمهم different techniques, innovative strategies when it comes to heart surgeries. Anyway هنا اللي كتب بقى هنا كان زهق جدا. Anyway يعني على أي حال he's a great person. هي حلوة anyway بس بستخدمها لما أكون عايزة أغير الموضوع. يعني أنا بتكلم مع حد مع موضوع وعايز أغير فأقولها anyway. مش مستحب قوي في الفورمال انجلش يعني ما بستخدمهاش غالبا في الفورمال انجلش. والأحسن هنا أقولها at the end or in conclusion or in a nutshell or in the end or finally or in short or in brief or in conclusion he's a great person. وحتى هنا احنا ما ينفعش أقول a great person. ممكن أقول he's a great surgeon لأن احنا هنا ما اتكلمناش كتير قوي على سماته الشخصية كشخص. يعني هنا مثلا لو عايزه اخلي الموضوع حلو يعني مركز قوي ان هو بروفيسور وان هو خد جوائز كتير وعلم ناس كتير وهو شخص كده فكان محتاج ازود معلومات زياده. يعني اقول مثلا هو open minded وان هو innovative وان هو كان عنده تكنيكس جديده innovative techniques وان عنده different strategies he helped a lot of people. He was like you know honored in different places and he helped a lot of poor people in Egypt especially in Aswan. He has his own center in Aswan. You can include more. You can say that he's like really modest. لو هنتكلم عن سماته الشخصيه هو كان متواضع وكان you know he wasn't arrogant. He was respected. You can speak in a different way. بس هنا it is too short and you should have added some information. عندنا برضو فقرة كمان عشان محدش يزعل من الحلقة نخلصها. This one sorry. What is it? طيب شكلنا هنجيبها من هنا. Okay. Like this one is really good by the way. This one is amazing صراحة. يعني you will suffer to find mistakes. Hurghada is one of the best places that I ever visited. That option أنا ممكن أحذف I've ever visited. Its climate is usually warm, so it's one of the recommended places to visit in winter. In summer, however, there are lots of beaches and underwater tours that you can enjoy too. You should add comment before too. Last time I went there, my family and I, excellent, went on a submarine tour where I could. You can say it's better here to say in which, because where usually speaking mostly preceded by a place. You know, Cairo where, the class where, the town where. But if I say tour, it's better to say in which I could see many types of fish underwater, like most of them are correct. I really hope to visit it again sometimes. Why sometimes? You were perfect. You don't have to say sometime. I really hope to visit it again. You don't have to read sometimes, to write sometimes. You can say وقت ما, just one day. You see, this is really good. So what I'd like you to do, in short, what do you understand from today's lesson? Just one thing you understood from today's lesson. We have only about 2 minutes. So anything, any one of you?
That
Yeah, Miss, me and Adam sent our
When, honey?
paragraphs
When did you send them?
on 7 and
Okay, never mind. I will, inshallah, I will comment on them, inshallah, next time. But just, usually I have a class before this class. So usually speaking, I don't have enough time. Like, if you like to send it, try to send it before 7. Okay. So,
Okay.
Okay. But inshallah, I promise to see it, inshallah, comment on it. So one point I'd like you to face, remember, we don't add a colon after such as or including. Remember the tense. If you speak about a fact in the present, you shouldn't use the past tense. You shouldn't use you like me to list all the things that we had today and send them via, share them through our group?
yeah, it's better.
Okay, I will do that, inshallah.
better.
So you shouldn't use the present perfect to refer to people who already died. And also you should add different linkers. You shouldn't use the same link or weak linkers at the beginning of sentence, like and or so.
As
or
well,
but.
we should write capitalize for a specific place or a specific thing.
Excellent. If you speak
Capitalize
about
it.
school, yeah, for example, you can say I live in, for example, say I live in As-Salam Street. In that case, street should be capital or small?
Capital. Because
Excellent.
it's a
If I say-
specific street.
Yeah, because I'm
But
not
if we
speaking.
said
Yeah.
I live in a street, it's not a specific
You
street.
can say, yeah, where is he? He's working, he's playing in the street. It's okay. In that case, street shouldn't be capitalized, you see? But if you specify exactly which street you speak about, in that case, the word street, the word hospital, the word school, the word mosque, the word club, you see, Ahmed, the word club should be capitalized as long as you speak about, like you mentioned its name.
Specific, like an English club.
Excellent. Yes, very good. So like you were
And also we use this present continuous to tell something that happened in the past and it's continuing happening in present, and then it will happen in the
it is
future
not
as
present
well.
continuous, and it's a present simple. Like
Present
people
simple,
like the present
sorry.
simple because like present continuous refers to an action happening right now at the moment you're speaking. Like what are you doing now?
I am playing.
You're playing?
I mean,
you said the
this
truth. Yeah. You're playing. You admitted that. So you see, so that's why I'm not into like online education. So here we have this one. When I speak about